Let us talk about ChatGPT in 2026. A whole lot has changed since I started using this particular platform, ChatGPT. That is because there are tons and tons of upgrades and updates, and this has impacted my experience as an active user. However, the main focus of this particular video is to share with you how you can use platforms like ChatGPT, what you can achieve with ChatGPT, and we are going to look at a whole lot more together. I will share with you some things I have generated with ChatGPT. I will share with you how you can also use ChatGPT alongside other platforms to achieve amazing results. If you are interested, please keep watching. Best believe I'll be talking about this particular platform from my experience as an active user and also somebody that is training people on how to use platforms like ChatGPT and the like. For those that follow my training session here on my YouTube channel, you attest to the fact that I love to educate people to the best of my knowledge, give you all the options that you need to succeed, especially as a creative, a business person, a student, or whatever walk of life you cut across. Welcome to this particular video. Please watch till the end. I have a whole lot to share with you, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Rex. I am a content creator, spoken word poet, movie audio editor. I enjoy content like this because I like to educate people, share ideas, and just build a beautiful community, because I feel like there are some people that may be struggling with how to use ChatGPT and feel like it's too complex. I'll break it down to the barest minimum. I hope you actually watch till the end. This particular video is for beginners and for pros, because I feel like we bounce off ideas from each other and hopefully you learn a thing or two with this particular video. Before I get into the conversation properly, I would like to acknowledge those watching me for the very first time and welcome to my channel. My returning subscribers as well, welcome to my channel. Those see my face for the very first time, please subscribe to my channel. I love to share information. I talk about entertainment, a bit of lifestyle vlogs here and there, just to help you see the world through my lens. And most importantly, I like to document my journey as somebody that is navigating life as well. That being said, welcome everybody. First thing first, what is ChatGPT for those that have no idea at all? ChatGPT is a versatile chatbot developed by OpenAI. They launched this particular platform on November 2022. This particular platform was created to solve certain needs, just like other AI platforms as well. Most of them being that it was designed in a way that it could emulate human-like conversations using text, audio, or images. Those that have not heard of prompt, a prompt is a specific text-based input, questions, instructions, or even queries that you put into ChatGPT to initiate a conversation or generate an AI-like response. So that response can be in form of a text or images. Platforms like ChatGPT does a lot in terms of time management, making jobs a lot more easier, quicker, and smarter. I would explain. Platforms like ChatGPT helps me a lot as a creative. That is because I use ChatGPT to do a whole lot, and this helps my workflow to be a lot more effective. And let me break them down one step at a time. First and foremost, as a content creator, there's need to design amazing looking thumbnails, and so far so good. ChatGPT has been my plug. I use it to create amazing thumbnails. I've used it to create interesting graphics designs. I also use it to generate this amazing movie poster that you can see. Another example I can give to you about a prompt is just imagine it as a language that you use to communicate. For example, if I speak Igbo, you speak Igbo. When we speak to each other, we understand what we are saying. Once you put your prompt here in this particular box I'm showing you guys here on the screen, it gives you the desired result. Whether you want it as text or you want it as images, that is how you get your desired result using a prompt. Let me know if you understand what I just said in the comment section. Whether you started using ChatGPT when it was created or you are using it in 2026 now that I'm making this particular video, it's a very beginner-friendly platform. You can easily understand what to do. Let us move to the image generation. I have generated tons and tons of images with ChatGPT. So there are different ways I have generated different images when it comes to using ChatGPT. I have generated some images solely off a prompt. For example, what do I mean? This particular picture you can see here on the screen, I generated it by just putting this particular prompt. Also, there are cases when I have generated elements or images that I want to use in my thumbnail, I just pick that and go and add it to my design. So it works differently. You can either use it solely to create or design, or you can use it as an element to add to what you want to create or design. Let me know if you understand what I just said in the comment section. It can be overwhelming, but I will hold your hand through the process. If you have any question or you want me to make a specific video about ChatGPT, drop it in the comments, or for those that are in my WhatsApp community, let me know as well, and I'm going to make that detailed video because I'm actually here for you. Technology is evolving, and it will be nice for us to hold each other's hands as we keep learning and growing together. Another important thing I do with ChatGPT is that I generate my lyrics with ChatGPT and put it on platforms like SUNO to get an amazing song. Yes, you can also generate music with ChatGPT. Yeah, letters, cover letters. You can even generate your own CV. I'll show you how ChatGPT looks like on mobile, and I'll show you how it looks like on your laptop or desktop. All right, so when it comes to platforms like ChatGPT, there are several interesting things you need to know. First and foremost, ChatGPT is actually a chat bot. Just imagine robots. So, okay, it's a chat bot. I have been loving my experience. However, there are limitations. I'll share with you guys towards the end of this video. From what I just popped up here, you can see this is the place where I can choose to upgrade. I can personalize. I can edit my profile. I can work on settings, help, and log out. When it comes to help, these are the options that is available right here for you to explore. Help center, release notes, shortcuts, all that, whatever it is you want to design. Click here, and all of this will pop up. Once you click on that round ChatGPT icon, click on that, it pops out your slider. Okay, you can also click here to see what it offers. Okay, yeah, just telling you what it is, ChatGPT Plus, telling you that it's smarter and all that interesting information. Let's move to new chat. So once you click on new chat, it brings you here. Okay, so under new chat, you can see create an image, right? So edit, look up something. So let me talk about this icon for a minute. Let me click on it. This particular plus icon works when you want to import an image and edit on ChatGPT, or you want to upload a file. You also want to create an image, you're thinking of something. Let us click on deep research and see what we are going to get. You can also explore as well and see what you can achieve. Okay, so search chat is when you're looking for certain information. Let us say you're working on something last month and you don't know where it is. Once you click on this particular icon here, you can search for whatever it is you are looking for. Okay, let's move to project. So projects could be some things you have done that you want to name. Codex. So I'll show you guys what it is about. Voila. This is what Codex actually is. For those that would want to explore things like this, for those that are coding, I guess you understand that you actually have an amazing leverage here. I just clicked on more. So I'm going to click on images and let's see what happens. You can create or design any image to look anything like this. So what you guys can see here on the screen. You can either make your picture look like this, you can create images like this. So when I spoke briefly in my intro about some things I did with ChatGPT, this particular image generation is one of the things I personally designed. I will share with you how I did this particular amazing, beautiful looking poster. The first thing is I used the prompt to generate the characters, and I also used my prompts to tell it what to do, and that was how I got this amazing result. Okay, for those that saw my flyer about my AI class, everything here was done with a prompt, nothing added. This was solely done by ChatGPT. Let me know if you want me to do detailed video of how to just generate images on ChatGPT. I'll definitely do that for you. Look at the apps and see what ChatGPT has done in terms of, giving us more updates and upgrades. So the first thing is that I would just like to click on view so I can see what exactly this is about. But it's looking like I can connect my Canva with ChatGPT and just work directly. I clicked on connect, and what I can see now, it says ask ChatGPT to create brand posts, presentations, marketing, and all of other good stuff. Add Canva to ChatGPT. So from here, it's looking like I can just create things. I'm going to explore this and make another separate video. Things like this keeps changing and keeps evolving. So I can also do Photoshop with ChatGPT as well. Very, very interesting. I would like to click here to view and see how it looks like. So ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to things evolving, changing, and things getting better, I think ChatGPT is doing an amazing job. However, there are other AI platforms out there like Claude AI. The list is actually long. People keep creating and people keep exploring as well. But for this particular video, I just want to show you what ChatGPT is doing in terms of what you can do with ChatGPT, and also the updates that I have personally observed as a user. I remember when I did my first video, things like this were not being seen, okay, but now it's amazing to know that, okay, some apps are being featured on this platform. This one is actually featured, this one is lifestyle. So let's come on here and see what is going to happen. You can see amazing things you can do here with lifestyle on ChatGPT, and I love the fact that things are changing. And hopefully in my next video, for those that want me to make that video, I'm going to try and show you how I was able to link any of this with ChatGPT, and we'll explore that together. Once you click on more, you see images, deep research, and apps, and that's how you get all of these amazing displays right here. So this one here is for your previous projects. That is what it is. I'm just going to close it because that is my personal project I have done in the past. Okay, so I hope you can see how ChatGPT is very important for your day-to-day activity as a student, as a creative, as a banker, entrepreneur, anything you do. ChatGPT has a way of finding its way to make your job or your life a lot more productive, and also saves you time as well. Time management is a very big thing when it comes to getting jobs done. You need the idea, the execution, and also the publication as well. Linktree, let me see what it's like. So I can actually connect my ChatGPT with my Linktree. I'll get all of this done individually, possibly make a video. But that being said, let me just wrap up this video by asking ChatGPT itself what I can do with ChatGPT. Let's get to that part. Let us break it down step by step, okay? So the breakdown here, as a content creator, those that create content for YouTube, TikTok, Reels, and all of that, you can use ChatGPT to generate your ideas based on trend, based on niche, whatever it is you're comfortable creating. You can use ChatGPT as the foundation of your content. It can give you several ideas, break it down. You'll see and understand which one you actually like and pick the one that works best for you. You can even ask it to suggest to you the one that it thinks would do better, on your platform. And definitely ChatGPT sounds like a personal friend, actually, that is just here for you one way or the other, okay? For what you can read here, ChatGPT can make mistakes. However, it's okay to double check and, tweak anything. ChatGPT helps you get ideas. It helps you write full scripts. It can give you hook, storyline, and CTA, right? Another thing is that ChatGPT can create catchy titles for you, SEO, descriptions, hashtags. For a long time, I've used ChatGPT to generate my description box text and other interesting things, because I feel like ChatGPT has a lot of data. I'm going to click on copy and I'm going to paste it here so you see in real time. So while that is, popping out, I'm just going to go back and just, share with you other conversations so that we get to save time. Now let's look at it in terms of visual designs, okay? I personally have used ChatGPT to design amazing images. So you can create your poster with ChatGPT. You can build thumbnails. You can create and build brand concepts, logos, direction, vibe, and amazing stuff. Basically, ChatGPT can generate CANVA ready layouts and even code to help you structure your designs. When I was redesigning my CV, I actually got the prompt of the suggestion ChatGPT gave to me. I pasted it on Canva, and this was the amazing result that I got, using ChatGPT. However, I said that there are limitations, because when you pay for these platforms, you get to generate a lot more, but when you are using the free version, at some point you get stopped because you are not paying for ChatGPT. So please, when you are using ChatGPT, best believe that if you pay for it, you get more in terms of value, and if you don't pay for it, you get a bit less. Okay, let's continue. So almost everybody is using ChatGPT, but how can you use ChatGPT in a way that you stand out? I'll share that with you briefly before I wrap up this particular video, okay? One of the things I would say is that when you use ChatGPT to generate things like email or text, it will be nice to read through. If possible, fine-tune it in a way that it sounds more personal and more unique to your style than just copying and pasting. That's one. How I have been using ChatGPT to get amazing results is that when I want to generate images, I like to first of all generate the prompt of what I want to create. That way I can tweak anything, add anything, and also make my images a lot more interesting and well detailed. There was a time I worked on this particular image of Obafemi, and I wanted to use it for my thumbnail. I wanted him to be in God mode. What I did was to request for a prompt to generate that particular image. When I got that, what you guys can see on the screen, I now told it to generate this particular image, and that was how I got this image of Obafemi looking like a god. For those that don't know him, He's a WWE wrestler, and so far so good. He has been representing us very well, but more on him later, or you can go and watch my video where I spoke about him and his efforts in WWE. So this was the prompt we added earlier, and these are the things that he's telling us. A day in the life of a Nigerian filmmaker, no sugar coating. This is everything I want to share with you guys for this particular video of how you can use ChatGPT, what you can do with ChatGPT, especially as a beginner. I hope you actually understand. I hope this video was detailed enough for those that may be worried about how to use certain things on ChatGPT, and those wondering on how they can edit images on ChatGPT already. From what you guys can see here on the screen, you can already see edit image. You can select the part you want to edit. You can also pick the particular aspect ratio as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I just hope that this particular video helps you in your use of ChatGPT. Hopefully we can work through it together. I am here for you, and I know you are here for me as well. I'll see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. My name remains Glory Rex. Until I come your way again, have an amazing day. One thing I would like to say is that stay creative, stay positive, and I hope to see you in my next class. Until then, bye guys.
Glory Rex loves her YouTube subscribers and is grateful to have them. Through the highs and the lows, you stayed. When I faltered, you never swayed.